On today's episode of Max the DIY Dog, we take these two shirts and turn them into a dog toy. Now, let me get off the table because the table's for glasses and not for asses. Today's DIY comes from BarkPost.com and it's their DIY t-shirt toy. Here's what you will need for today's episode. This project asks for you to use two old t-shirts. I chose these two t-shirts because they smell like my dad, and when my dad's at work or is going shopping with my mom, I like to have his smell around me so I don't miss him when he's gone. Also, they can be any type of color scheme. I only had the black and white shirts because they were laying around. Adding more shirts would even add for a more colorful toy. Also, you will need a pair of scissors to complete the project. Start by cutting little 2 to 3 inch wide slits at the base of your shirts. As you can see here, my mom is an expert in cutting old t-shirts. By the way, love my mom's fingernails, don't you? She had just gotten these done. Look at my dad with the camera messing everything up again. This man lives to embarrass me. My mom then placed the white shirt over the black shirt as a form of a template. This way she could follow the same cuts that she made on the black shirt for the white shirt. After you've cut your slits, it's time to do your best Hulk Hogan impression. You want to take both shirts and just rip along the slits you've created. This way you'll have the perfect strips of fabric for the next step. I'm Macho Man Randy Savage and this is my elbow drop. After you ripped each shirt, it should look something similar to what I have here. You want to then take your scissor and just cut along the rips you've made, separating each piece of fabric. My mom was left with 18 pieces of fabric from each the white and the black. Whoa, what? Squirrel! Squirrel? Squirrel? Who's squirrel? Out of the 18 strips, my mom chose 9 white and 9 black. She then gathered the strips together and began to tie off one end. This way she was able to divide the strips into thirds and braid them down together. As you can see, here's my mom going along with my directions on how to perfectly braid these strips. You also want to take the time and realize how wonderful my father's choosing of this perfect spot was, noticing our garbage can directly behind us. Oh, and the refrigerator? I'm sure you're interested in seeing my refrigerator. Just gonna look down, like I'm an emo kid, slowly turning. Oh, I don't want to face you, Dad. Once you finish braiding your first toy, you'll then want to move on to the second one, and doing the exact same process of overlapping each one of the strips of fabric. Once you've braided down to the other end of your toy, tie up the bottom and cut any straggling t-shirt strips that you see. Now for today's best part of the show. Let me get this toy. Just right there. Okay. Smooth it down. Okay. This one. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Ooh, this not bad. As you can see, it's very durable. Yeah, and it's very tough. Depending on what breed of dog you have, add more of these little strands right here for more strength. However, it doesn't come apart and ruin the toy. This will do it for today's episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and to follow me on Instagram at the Docks of New York City. Later, people!